Campus Tour crew, welcome back everybody here on our journey to get a win with every single team in College Football 26, road to the College Football Playoff mode. Today, we are walking in Memphis like that old song you always hear in retail stores. Memphis Tigers, courtesy of Lido95 here on YouTube. If there's a team you guys want to see on the Campus Tour, make sure to leave them down in a comment below. We've got 18 teams left that need to be requested. We've got, 27 teams left in total to go. We are really getting to the finish line, and it's exciting. It's exciting times. But Memphis is a team I am actually very much looking forward to. I know I really liked this squad last year. I liked their playbook. I liked their team. We'll see how that holds up for College Football 26. Now, I did already go through and make these changes now, just to try to speed this up a little bit. Brandon Lewis is going to stay our quarterback one. Option King off platform downhill, 83 overall, 86 speed. Very solid quarterback. You could go a little extra speed here. Arrington Maiden, which is an unbelievable name. But we will go ahead and keep Brandon Lewis in this spot. Now, who we're expecting to get this ball to a ton is going to be this Memphis halfback, Sutton Smith, 86 overall, 94 speed, 94 acceleration. Plan is for this guy to be the star of the show for us throughout this one. Wide receivers actually look pretty solid. We keep Brom Jr. and Hawkins as our 1 and 2. Hawkins having that sidestep in 360, awful nice. Then we move up CJ Smith with his gold takeoff in silver shifty, 6'2", 92 speed, and Xavier Johnson, 73 overall, 90 speed, 6 foot tall wide receiver. So for our top 4, looks pretty solid here for a tier 4 squad. We are pretty happy with what we got here so far on the offensive side of things. I mean, tight end, we could 100% put Harding in just to get a little bit more speed in that spot. But a 12 overall difference, I think we'll just go ahead and keep Jerry Cross in there. Offensive line, we'll just get through very quickly. I mean, our left side's all over 80, which is really good for Memphis being a tier 4 team. That's a really solid offensive line. Now, unfortunately, defensively, we really don't have a ton. I mean, I would rather this guy be a linebacker so then we could actually use him a little bit with his gold knockout. It's kind of weird to just have that on a left edge, but it is what it is. Whitlow Jr. with his workhorse and takedown. Nothing on any defensive tackle. None of our linebackers are all that great. We got a 0 overall strong safety here. Sure, okay. Mike linebackers. Really, none of the actual linebackers are really gonna play for us, just with how this team is laid out. At corner, we are actually we do need to make a change at corner. I'm surprised I didn't write anything down for this, but I didn't. Actually, I mean, looking at it now, who the heck are we even going to put over there? Hunter to get +2 speed. Israel's only a 68 overall. He's an 80 overall, but gosh, having 85 speed's brutal. We're just going to let it rock. After further review, we're just going to let it rock as is and see how it is. Marion Cooper will be our other outside, 90 speed, 6'1". Like that, at least. Free safety will keep Kamari Wilson up here. Usually, I like to bring those blowups down to be sub-linebackers. But again, this was another instance of, like, who the heck are we putting up here to take his spot anyway? So we'll just keep Wilson up top there. Strong safety, we do move Cortland Marsh up to be a starting strong safety, 86 speed, 5'10". So I really not the biggest fan of the secondary here of Marshall or the defense of Marshall. Memphis. Really the defense as a whole. Not a huge fan of, but I really like the looks of our offense. So at sub linebacker, we are going to use free safety Ashim Young, silver blow up, 85 speed, and Bracey, the starting strong safety, is going to come down and be a sub linebacker for us with his platinum blow up and hammer, 6'1" box specialist. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of how the Memphis defense seems to set up here, but I think the offense is going to make up for enough, hopefully, and just in general how we play defense. Hopefully, overall doesn't really matter a ton. It did a little bit in our Sam Houston-Miami game with freaking Malachi Tony just dunked on everybody. But anyway, we're going to hop into road to the College Football Playoff. It is game 10 of our Heisman season here currently. We are 8-1 on the season. Even I'm surprised by that. But been pretty smooth sailing so far. We are 115-11 overall. We are going to be going on the road here with Memphis. They are tier 4, so we are going to search for a tier 4 opponent. If it takes 5 minutes and no game has been found, we will open that up to any tier. Whatever happens from there happens from there. This is just going to be our first attempt with Memphis in this video. If we win, great, they're done. We can move on. If we lose, we are coming back with Memphis and using them until we get a win in the next video, however many games that takes. Hopefully it is just going to be a one and done for us. So Memphis Tigers, when walking through Memphis campus tour, let's go get them. All right, a tier 4 matchup was found for us. Let's see where the Memphis Tigers will be heading. For this one, I mean, Cincinnati, Boise, Yukon. And the guy, I mean, it is fitting. Yukon Husky Mania. That is the perfect game tag. I mean, it was just a few games ago we went up against Hawkeyes Forever or something. That was Iowa. Now we get Yukon Husky Mania doing his part to add a little bit of extra NIL money to the Yukon slush fund. He is an upperclassman, won national title, likes to run more than pass. Very rare that we see that. I don't remember a ton about Yukon, so let's just get into it and find out. Hopefully we're starting on defense. Gosh, dang it. Oh, but he's going to come out an onside kick. Okay. Yeah, never pick your kick return until you see them pick their kick. So a lot of times people, well, honestly, they'll just wait, as they can tell when you pick what kick return you're doing. And then they'll try to sneak an onside at you. Stay over there with Bracey. Jump right on it. We'll take that to start. All right, so the Memphis offense, we do have quite a few 2 tight end sets, but I'm not really going to focus on those too much. I think we're going to stay in some doubles, a little bit of trips maybe, and then we'll try out some of their 5 wide here too. So he's pressing kind of all over the place. Looks like he is in 3-3-5 on defense. Let's just get it to our guy. Could I have taken that all the way to the outside? Maybe, maybe. But if we're going to get a free 8, we are okay just taking that. We've also got some trips tight end here. Let's just come out and run again. He is pressing just kind of across the board. So he's going big blitz. Oh, just hold your block on the outside there. Hold your block on the outside, and Sutton Smith is getting all the way out. Oh my gosh, that would have been beautiful. Let's stay in some trips. I'm not going to sit in trips just because we just work quite a bit for Sam Houston, and we just want to mix things up a little bit here. I do want to try to get out and run. If we can, we'll fire that into our tight end, who's going to hang on to that. Goes back to the big man blitz, go to the tight end corner route, nice and easy. We also have bunch X nasty, which is not something we've ever really done a ton of. Deep flood, drive halfback under, some of the motion crosses, motion dagger, some meshes. Overall, I think this looks like a pretty solid little bunch. We'll see if we can't get something going out of it. But first, give it to our guy. What else? Give it back to Smith, try to find our gap in there. Only gain a 3, but that is a-okay. Staying in that Tampa 2. So this drive halfback under. I feel like this is a good play, but I do want to put RB maybe on like something like this. And then do we do something with A too, or are we just going to let this rock? I still want to get this to Smith, if possible. I was just looking at Smith. That was so dumb. That's the only guy I was even looking at a little bit on that play was Smith. Let's try motion dagger and maybe cancel or do something instead of the motion thing on Smith. Other than that, I mean, maybe like a Texas. I think I like the looks of this. Can we roll out here? Oh, we can't. We can hit Smith though. Oh, sketchy ball. If I didn't roll out, we had Smith wide open on that. If we just take our 3, we should. We will. We'll just take our 3. If we make it. Aim further left. Kind of outside that left post. And please. Alright, kicks up, kicks good. We'll take our 3-0 lead. I like what we're seeing though. Just get that ball to Smith. That's going to be our plan. Oh, and we're actually in 4-3 multiple on defense. So we have some 6-1. Which might not be a bad idea for how much he likes to run the ball. So we come out and like cover 3. Get down here with Wilson. Get on Marsh. Then we can try to come help out with a run. Try to get our guys over to the edge. Try to do a few things. And we actually have some nickel cub here too. So we can do something similar. Come out and buzz. And I think just kind of keep this as is. Bring Marsh over here. In case it is a run, but I don't know. I kind of wish. Let's get Wilson over here, actually. Let's get on you. And get back with Cooper. Try to swat it. Oh. Oh, okay. That's fun. It's gun split close. I think we're going to go back to 6-1. Throw some contains. We're going to shade underneath here, too. Fumble, fumble, fumble. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. He goes for the option. I, of course, don't have my thing set. I never do. Always forget about that. Should we do close and pinch on our safeties? It's something I've been messing around with a little bit more, but yeah, down here for sure. For sure. All right, we're going to slant our line this way. We're going to get back on Marsh. We got everybody trying to get over to the left here. Way to get off that block, number one. Good effort by our outside corner there. He's staying in that pistol set, huh? He's just going to try to go deep here, or where's... I'm really trying to get on this guy. Goes for a little jet, and the boys are all over it. All over it. Good stuff. I mean, the only thing he really got there was that one bomb pass. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. And even that was seemed kind of crazy. But it is what it is. 4th and 14. Let's see if he can make his kick. We made ours. This is going to be a little field goal battle to start off this one. See if UConn can. And he does seem like a fake kick guy, just because he came out an onside kick. So I never come out in field goal block just as it is, just to be safe. Kicks up. Kick is through. Kick is good. Let's see if he's going to onside kick us one more time here. And he did not. So, I mean, we have empty quads halfback, which I think looks really, really good. Do we have... Is there a QB run in here? There is a quarterback draw. So that's something to keep in mind. Something we will definitely go to at some point. I don't want to go back to trips. I don't. Let's go back to some bunch X nasty, actually. This is just a formation we never really use. So I really want to try it out and see if we can't figure out some good things in it. Uh-oh, that's a speedy boy. Oh, click on, man. We were just trying to get a little user juke back to the inside there, but a nice little run for Sutton Smith. Take it to the second quarter. And you know what? Let's go to some empty quads, because he has just been in so much cover 2. I feel like this is a good shot, and he's been rushing just nobody. I'm just going to come out and, like, all go from empty quads. Because he's only got 3. I think he is containing pretty consistently. And we still get Smith out there. And then we just take it from there. So it goes with the big blitz. We just hit the quick drag out there to Smith. Tried to juke everybody out. Oh, he came pretty dang close. He came pretty dang close to getting all the way out there. But we will take a very nice gain for us on that play. Curl flat corner. Smith just kind of trying to burn him deep here. I kind of like the looks of it against this front. Oh, it was there. Playmaker, somebody up. Plant. Pass lead that to the left. Get it into our guy, the Brahma Bull. I'm liking what we're seeing from Memphis. I'm loving that halfback. Having a good mobile quarterback. Get out there. Get that playmaker up the field. Plant those feet. Fire the laser. Touchdown Tigers. Hit him with a little... What's it, the swan kick or something like that? It doesn't matter what it's called, but all that matters, that's 7 points on the board. He's staying in his pistol. We did cover 3 buzz last time, and it kind of got us in trouble, but you know what? We can do it again. I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. We go in jet and get out here with Young. At least try to take up a blocker so that somebody else can come through and blow that up. Keep them to a gain of 2. Now let's go to a little 3-3 stack. And we're going to do a little cover 3 here. Yeah, that's going to be a play action. He's going to be looking deep here again. This time he stays in front of it. Let's go ahead and try to click on. Risky move, but we're risk takers. I'm feeling all right about this one, if that's the only thing he's really got. Now we're going back to slot close. What was this? What was this last time? I know he went to this already. I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Let's not shade any sort of way. Oh, that's right. It was the triple option. Then get out here to watch that pitch or to just scoop up the fumble our gosh dang selves. Okay. UConn in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, we only have you off. We do have some Maryland eye. Let's go to some 2 tight end stuff. Why not? Little motion tiger switch, mesh spot. This wing slot offset looks really nice. But we got to get it to our guy, Sutton Smith. I mean, is Hawkins just not wide open if we send him on a streak here? We'll just run it. That slot corner, there was nothing we could do if we wanted to keep that a run, which we 100% shouldn't have. There was no reason to keep that a run, except my stubbornness and me just wanting to keep that a run. This definitely looks like a different set. We're going to go with a little mesh spot here. We could have snap thrown that. We can still hit this to Y right in this flat. Stay in! Oh, he missed. He dove and missed. We could have gotten that, but that's all right. I love how many plays they have that are like Tiger something. Tiger dash flood. There's one in U off trips. Tigers cross. All sorts of funny stuff. So we're going to go gun wing. So this is in the Marshall playbook. Oh, he's going to take a timeout first. Okay. But we are going to go gun wing. We're going to go halfback angle. I love this play in the Marshall playbook. We're hoping it's going to work just as well here with Memphis, where the flat's going to drag people to the left. The crosser crosses on is going to drag people to the right and open something up for Smith right over the middle is the plan. Oh, we'll just take cross. That works too. That works just fine. Touchdown. Tigers, 14-point lead. Offense is humming. We just can't give up a bomb to Skylar Bell, and we'll be doing all right. It is just starting to actually like thunderstorm here on January 8th in Illinois, which is crazy. And this apartment does like to lose power during storms, so fingers crossed. All right, now we're going to goal line normal. Just go to Cub. You get over here, you get over here, and we'll just get on Marsh. And just try to make sure he can't pop a gigantic run. Would be nice if we could make the tackles in there, but he does pick up a gain of 10. And we are staying in goal line normal. All right, let's get to 3-4 or 6-1. Bring everybody. We'll just get on this quarter and get on in there, boys. Get on in there, boys. Goal line, I don't know about this one, buddy. All right, back to pistols, double Y off. So that last time, this was just a streak to streak to Bell over on the left off this play action. It is indeed again. Again, just stay with them. I mean, we just can't intercept that ball. We just can't do it. It's going to be the same exact thing. Let's just go to cover 4 this time. Shade everybody up over the top. We'll get on Brumfield. Let's see if it's actually going to be anything different. Oh, it actually was. It's a streak to the other side. Okay, I really thought we got dunked on there by number 80. If a white number 80 from UConn dunked on us, you deserve the win, UConn Husky Mania. You 100% deserve it. I would guess that's the final straw. I mean, he called, what, 3 different plays on offense. Wasn't the best showing for UConn. I know we used them already, and they weren't too bad. But connection to your peer has indeed been lost. That is Memphis done, dusted, off the board. Let's hop into practice mode because there is some other things in this Memphis playbook we didn't fully get to see, and I just don't quite have time for another game, and if the power goes out. we're playing a little bit of a numbers game, but that is a win for Memphis. I don't know how it's matching us up against people in these lower divisions, and I'm not going to complain about it. Let me make that perfectly clear. I am not going to complain when we're going through and getting a win with 136 different teams. If you want to match us up with people in upperclassmen or all conference, sophomore, freshman, recruit. I was actually watching Trap Graham on Twitch. He plays regs. He uses Texas A&M a lot. His man coverage is ridiculous. He's been in Heisman. He's ranked. What rank is he? Is he still top 10? I think so. Number 7. So I was watching this guy here. He streams on Twitch. If you like watching regs on Twitch, it's a good follow for you. So does Pot and Tacos. You Think Slow is his name on Twitch. Another good follow. So does Assassin KC. Another good follow. He likes to use a lot of different teams. So I like that. Whereas Trap Graham is Texas A&M and Pot and Tacos is Arkansas. But anyway, I was watching him. He's Heisman, obviously. And he matched up with somebody in the sophomore division. And my goodness, did I feel bad. So I feel like something changed in the matchmaking because it used to, you'd maybe get one division different. But now that's 2 games in a row, which, again, with Sam Houston, though, we were tier 5 searching any tier. So if you're going to match us up against a tier 2 team, it better be somebody from like an upperclassman or all conference. But this one, it was tier 4 against tier 4, and they still did that. Maybe it's just we're so strict now on how they do that. I don't know. But anyway, let's just go ahead and hop into practice mode here with Memphis. We'll just keep that in Heisman. Let's look at their uniforms actually really quick while we're here. Current 4th alternate. Oh my gosh, 5th alternate. Wow. I guess I did know Memphis has a lot of different uniforms, but that was still pretty shocking to see that they have this many. Let's just go with these, sure. Let's get in there. We're going to look at more of that 5 wide, both of their 5 wide sets. I will really want to figure something out in that bunch X nasty, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. And some of their different trips formations. I definitely did not remember them having so much 2 tight end stuff, which I kind of really like. The Y stick mesh spot here out of wing halfback close. Wing we covered pretty extensively with Marshall, which is we used to use for our online dynasty. We're on to, when is this coming out? Sunday probably. So we just used South Carolina for our third game, and then we're going to use Rutgers. And the link for the Online Dynasty channel is down in the description below as well, if you're curious about watching that or potentially joining. All that's done through the Discord. Okay, let's look through the rest of these wings. See, Motion Tiger Switch. I just love, they've got so many things with Tiger in it. They must be good. They must be pretty good plays. I really, really like the looks of these two tight end sets. Between wing halfback, weak close, and this wing slot offset. Really, really good. How about wing slot weak? What do we got in here? Good sneaky RPO, another mesh. PA dagger's really good. Bubble over, speed option, and all go cross. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Memphis is definitely going to be worth us taking a deeper dive into and potentially even using in that online dynasty, because I love these two tight end sets. We've got two good tight ends at Old Dominion as the team we are in that. So already I really like what we're seeing in this Memphis playbook. Then we get some doubles offset here too. Red zone scissors, angle smash, a shark halfback wheel. No good doubles is complete without shark halfback wheel. One of the best, just absolute stock plays in the game. Don't have to do a thing about it. Pretty much people are going to get open. You get a good Y sail, a good shallow cross, some motion. Texas double post is good. Another mesh. We've got a lot of mesh throughout all these. I feel like every formation we've looked at has had some version of mesh here. There's another shuffle Tigers cross. Yeah, just an incredible amount of mesh, which I love. This normal Y off looks really good. I am fully talking myself into. I have to do Rutgers next. I just have to. But after that, for next season, we're finishing up year 3 now. For year 4, I'm convinced I want to try Sam Houston. And this is really convincing me to want to try Memphis. I'm seeing a lot of really, really cool stuff in this Memphis playbook that's worth digging a little bit deeper into. Normal Y off weeks, almost always a good formation. That shallow cross play, really good. X dagger, good. Wide receiver under, good. Another inside cross, another mesh concept going on there. Hook Z post. I mean, there's a lot to really, really like with the Memphis Tigers here. Okay, so typically I don't like Y off trips because I don't love the pass plays out of it for most standard Y off trips. Verticals dig though. That one's getting my attention. Even against somebody like we were just playing there who was just running a ton of cover 2. Just put a deep post in there on RB. And we got potential on that. Slot 2 buck is always a good one here too. A lot of sneaky little RPOs. Middle divide looks really good. Man, I am so unbelievably in on this Memphis playbook right now. Fully going through it here. They've convinced me. They've 100%. This is definitely getting added to the list. We're definitely doing this in the online dynasty probably next year, next season. Another Tigers, Motion Tigers Flood. So many different Tigers. I mean, yeah, there is a lot to like about this Memphis playbook. A lot of different trips tight end, trio and balance, that bunch X nasty. This would be a big one. We have to figure out what kind of plays we'd like. Like, I like the idea of drive halfback under, but there's just way too much going on in way too narrow of a field space. So something like that post on RB and maybe throw something else on A, maybe. And we could really be on to something with that. But a deep flood, we don't really have to do anything there. Drive wide corner looks solid. Return motions, more meshes, mesh, all you just nothing but mesh. That motion dagger with Texas route on a halfback, I like the looks of that a lot. I was just way too determined to try to take off and run with our quarterback on that play. Ran straight into a spy. All right, so how is their spread halfback week? And I always flip these to put the halfback on the right, because when we actually run the ball out of these formations, if you have a right-handed quarterback you want your halfback on the right, taking the run to the left. So typically if I'm running this formation, that's what we're going to do. So I always just do it when I'm looking through it too, to give me just helps me picture these plays a little bit better. These look nice. The spot Y cross and the H cross. I like the looks of both of those. Man, I do this to myself so often. I think, okay, this playbook looks all right. Looks like there's some good stuff in there, but I never like fully go through the playbook before using a team. I'll usually come in and just look at a couple formations that catch my interest. Now fully going through this Memphis playbook, and I'm a fan. I'm absolutely a fan. Even bunch wide, which is not really a formation I use or really like. I just don't really like how far out the bunch is. But drive wide corner, dig return, branch return is a great play. That clear out FL in gets you touchdowns against a lot of zone coverages, verticals. Ooh, baby. Memphis. What are you doing to me? I will say I don't really care for the shuffle motion stuff, but then we get into the 5 wide, which is why I liked Memphis so much last year, where we've got two different ones. The only thing about these that I don't love compared to other empties I like to do is we can't just block a tight end. There's no tight end attached to the line. I think you can still motion block. I'm actually not sure if that's still a thing or not. Not in this game. I should probably look it up before saying things. But it's certainly always easier if you just have a tight end attached. And then, of course, empty quads halfback. I have no idea how to guard this formation. I don't, most people probably won't. You just send a blitz and hope for the best. Maybe come out and like double mug mid blitz and user one of the middle linebackers, try to take away a quick drag over the middle and hope your other 5 get in there quick enough is probably the best way to do it. But then we'd have something like slot pivot where the user is going to get distracted by the Y route, the drag coming over the middle. You hope that whip on A, which the whips aren't as good as they were last year, but you hope that whip wins. If not, that kind of in it's like he's kind of running not a go, but it's kind of slanted in and then cuts in, and we have a deep backside post on the other side. Yeah, I'm all in on Memphis. I really like this playbook. We're 100% going to be running this in a dynasty in year 4 at some point, but 100% sold. The roster for being a tier 4 team, very good. That we have 4 receivers with 90 plus speed, one with 92. The halfback Sutton Smith is an absolute animal. We just, the whole game plan was just get it to him, and he did not disappoint. Really good halfback. Huge thumbs up for me for Memphis in terms of tier 4 ranking. And just coming off the top of my head, I think they're right up there with like Boise State. I think just depth chart wise, Cincinnati's probably the best, but their playbook is very pistol heavy. So if that's not your speed, you might not like the Cincinnati Bearcats. But Boise State and Memphis and Oklahoma State, those are definitely in the top 5 in some order. At the end of campus tour, I'm gonna have to go through and actually put my thoughts all together on how the teams rank out, but off the top of my head, those are my 3 personal favorite tier 4 teams: Oklahoma State, Memphis, and whoever I said, Boise State. So that is it for our Memphis Tigers episode. Next up, we are going to be going to San Diego State, where they have a little mix of a veer and shoot in their playbook. They got some good speed on offense and the best helmets in the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you then. Until then, take it easy.